Hello, Asma.
Hi.
Thank you for giving this interview.
You're welcome.
Can you tell us how old you are and where you live?
Okay, I'm 32 years old and I live in Cairo. Um, that's it.
That's it? Okay. And you're attending this playback theater workshop.
Yes.
Why is that?
uh, Actually, since I attended the foundation course in playback theater, I found myself in acting and connecting with people and sharing their stories, and I found that I have really moving abilities and flexibility that allow me to do this. At the same time, I'm actually studying counseling psychology, so I feel that, and I'm coaching teenagers, so I feel that it's the techniques, the methodologies, and the formats, it can be used
In your work?
in my work.
Yeah, can you say something about your work? What is it you do?
It's actually
Some of the things you do.
Yeah. Actually, I am an engineer. Yeah, I came from a computer science background, and I work in an international company as a software engineer. And I am doing a career shift into coaching and counseling. But because I need the study part in counseling, so I needed to finance. So I'm currently an engineer working to finance my study for counseling.
For counseling?
Yeah.
What do you do as an engineer? What's your work?
Software engineer. I make programs, websites, and stuff like that.
Why did you want to change?
It's a long story. Actually, I've changed before from this career into teaching. I like working with children. I like learning and facilitating learning. So when I finished college, because I had to choose in college, I had to choose between the faculty of medicine and, if not medicine, then engineering. There was no other choices from my parents.
Yeah.
So I had, in a certain time, I wasn't owning my choice at that time. So
you had to obey your parents.
Yeah, exactly. So I chose engineering. It was in the American University in Cairo. It was a very good opportunity to learn there. So I chose that. But by the final year in college, I discovered that no, this is not what I want to be doing. Yeah. I want to be an English teacher. Yeah. But then I was really skillful, and this international company came and made like interviews and tests, and I just got a job before graduating.
As software developer. And it was, you had payment?
Yeah. And I was like 20 years old, and so it was really a good opportunity, and stayed there for 5 years. But then I was like, I still don't like what I'm doing. I want to be doing something else. So I gained the certification in teaching English as a foreign language online, and then left the company I worked for, and I went into teaching children. But actually I wasn't teaching them language per se. I was teaching them Islamic studies using drama and activities, teaching ethics and morals and stuff like that. So it was really interesting, but I couldn't, coming from an international work environment into this bureaucratic, working in a school and having to abide by work times. Okay, I don't have classes at 8 o'clock. Why do I go at 8 a.m. in the morning? So it was only a year and a half and I couldn't really continue. And it became clear to me then that the counseling part and the individual connection I feel with every child is more than handling a whole class.
Yeah, I get
So
it.
it's counseling.
It's counseling. What did your parents say to these changes?
My dad was fine with this, but my mother, she was actually the one who wanted me to be a doctor. And then when I said no to the faculty of medicine, she said, okay, then you need to be an engineer. So when I left engineering and went into being a teacher, she's like,
She didn't like it.
my engineer girl is working as a teacher. She didn't like it, but after being independent for 5 years, I still live with my parents.
But you finance yourself.
I finance myself. She didn't have anything in her hands to do.
Yeah. Are you married?
No.
No. How is that? I thought that for a woman in Arabic culture, there is a certain pressure to get married.
Yes, there is. It just happened. I've been engaged before for a year, and I am the one who took the choice to break up because I didn't feel that this is a partner I need and I can be happy with.
How do you meet men?
In the company I work in.
At work?
At work. I meet men. Actually, how it works in Egypt sometimes, especially with how can I say it? Traditional way. It's like some people who knows that this is a good girl, and they know that a friend is looking for
have a nice son.
Or a friend is looking really for a wife or something like that. She can like set up a meeting, and this is actually the first engagement how it happened.
This way. So you met and then
we met, and he knew. Actually, we met like in a workshop or something, and he knew that he's coming to see me, but I didn't know. So he just.
How many times did you meet before you got engaged? About
5, 6.
5, 6 times. And now I see you are Muslima.
Yes.
You're practicing.
Yes.
And how is this for you as a woman in this culture to do it? I can just see there are some differences.
What exactly?
To practice your faith. Is it easy to do it, or do you have some restrictions?
For me, actually, no, I don't see restriction. I've been raised actually as Muslim, and I believe in the rituals. First, of course, it was, dogmatic per se. It's the things that we have been raised upon, but my study at the American University in Cairo, it was really a very intense 5 years where I discovered myself, and I'm like, I chose Islam to be my religion upon choice.
Is there a freedom to choose?
It doesn't happen like that.
But I mean, if you would decide,
individual spiritual journey, and it usually happens inside. You don't say, I'm now rethinking something, and no, it doesn't happen like that. I think now in our culture there are many who just stop praying, for example.
And you can do that. You're not being, I don't know, banned by society, or it's okay not to do it.
Of course, in some environments, the one who's not praying, he's considered came out of the religion or something. And in some other environment,
It doesn't matter.
Artistic ones, and you know, where there is freedom, and really you don't have to live with your parents anymore if you're not married and stuff like that. They are free to do whatever they want to do, and I think so. And after the revolution, I think also that choice became much more. You know, we can choose.
Public,
and
you
we
can choose.
Decide and
Yeah. Good. So, what? I have two more questions. What do you find difficult about your life? Is there something I mean, maybe also politically or whatever? What's the things where you think, oh, this is a bit tricky?
Tricky?
Or difficult, or if you had a magic wand?
Actually, I feel, and I really am grateful to God for that. I'm very empowered. As a Muslim and an Egyptian woman, I feel I'm very empowered. I'm very empowered, and I'm really grateful for that. Yeah, I have many rights others didn't have the chance to get.
For example?
I was raised in a house or a family. I had a father and a mother, so it was really a family. It's not a perfect family. There's no perfect family, but I didn't lose any of my parents, for example, being raised. I had a good education, and I got a scholarship to join the American University in Cairo. So this really
nice.
Yeah. And I have also cognitive abilities and stuff like that, so I'm kind of smart and stuff like that. So this is enabling part too.
Yeah.
I went out and I work in an international company, so also I'm well off, and so but maybe now I'm discovering that but this comes really with group self-growth and and therapy and stuff like that. I'm really rediscovering myself, and I'm discovering that having a partner would really be
a nice addition.
Nice thing.
Yeah. Good. What I wanted to ask you maybe also, how do you say the impact of theater or playback theater on your life?
Attending the foundation course, I've seen parts of me that I've never seen before. I was just telling someone that I've discovered the hippie child that I used to be before being 12 years old, for example. This is revived. I used to be really, I don't want to say isolated, but I used to have really, I like small relationships that's authentic and close, and I don't like too many people. But in playback, when I discovered this empathy and honoring the teller's story, and that we are all human, by the way, and we have the same feelings and we experience the same things inside. So it was like introducing me again into humanity.
Nice. So we come to an end. Is there a special wish you have for your life? I mean, you mentioned your partner. Is there something else, or something else you would like to say at the end?
I wish I finished my master's and be able really to help people because I can.
Thank you, Asmaa, for this beautiful interview.